Welcome to Fan for Racing Radio. I am Fan for Racing Sharon, and joining me today is Jay Husmann. We are here to review the Kansas race for the ARCA Menards Series that took place on Friday night. So overall thoughts about the race, Jay?
Well, I think it was what, if you're an ARCA Menards fan, you kind of expected this. It came down to a two-team battle, if you will, between Brendan Queen and William Sawalich, but it's more about the history of the two teams. Brendan Queen has made all four races, but it was a good battle. Pinnacle Racing Group has a slight edge at Kansas. I know it's been back and forth, and I think, like I said, that's kind of been the story. With Joe Gibbs Racing using multiple drivers. Overall, again, there was a great battle up front. I think there were some great storylines throughout the rest of the field as well, which for me made it a really good race. And we'll talk about that as we go down the rundown.
Okay. And we will go ahead and start our rundown. The race, the Tide 100 out at Kansas Speedway this past weekend. And it was Brendan Butterbean Queen driving that number 8 Best Repair Net Chevrolet for the Pinnacle Racing Group that you mentioned. He scored his second career ARCA Menards Series win and his second of the season with a dominant victory in Friday's Tide 150 at Kansas Speedway. Now, Queen led 72 of the race's 105 laps and held off runner-up William Sawalich in that number 18 Starkey Toyota on a trio of late race restarts, including one on the final lap to win. Now, Queen also won the season opener at Daytona International Speedway for his first win. This, of course, is his second. So a big win for Brendan Butterbean Queen.
And it was, as far as his development, if you follow the series, he talked about Phoenix. He kind of gave one away based on a restart. So that was a big focus for him, and he did a great job with it. And Sawalich led for 29 laps on his way to his second runner-up finish of the season. Now, Sawalich had 13 wins, 26 top 5 finishes, and 28 top 10 finishes in 30 career ARCA Menards Series starts. So he's got a pretty good record just as it is.
Okay. And again, I thought it was really great to see Mason Mitchell back on the track, especially at Kansas, one of his better tracks. He drove the number 25 Proceed USA Toyota and finished third in his first ARCA Menards Series start this season. The 2014 Series champion is planning on additional starts this season at Iowa Speedway and the fall race at Kansas Speedway, with others to potentially be added.
You can't have a much better return to the track than a third place with the two that finished in front of him.
Yes, indeed.
Now, Talladega winner Lawless Allen in the number 20 Charge It Toyota, he continued his hot streak by picking up his first career General Tire Pole Award in qualifying. Allen ran in the top 5 throughout the race, but lost that spot to Mitchell on that final lap to settle for 4th. And they had quite the battle of their own. I know nobody was watching it because they were watching the battle up front, but it was a good race there as well.
Well, another driver having a good year this year, LeVar Scott, driving the number 6 Max Siegel Inc. Chevrolet, entered the Tide 150 as the ARCA Menards Series Championship points leader. Scott finished 5th, his third career top 5 finish in 4 starts at Kansas Speedway. But unfortunately, he is no longer the points leader, but he's pretty darn close.
Yeah, I don't know. It says Queen has resumed the ARCA Menards Series Championship points lead. That's kind of a misleading statement. It is technically, mathematically true. It's a single point over Allen and Scott, who are now tied for second. So the top 3 are all within 1 point.
1 point of each other. That's amazing how tight it is. Okay, now Andy Jakowiak in the number 73 Acacia Energy Dax Markets Toyota finished in 6th place, coming up 1 position short from finishing in the top 5 in back-to-back ARCA Menards Series races for the first time in his career. Jakowiak then made the overnight run at his home track, Lancaster Motorplex, where he finished second in the sportsman division features. So a big night for Andy Jakowiak.
And he was really trying to fight to get into the top 5. He just came up that one position short. And I knew he was planning on running. That's the first I heard how he finished in that sportsman race. So it was a good night for him. Jason Kitzmiller, the number 97 ALL Construction Chevrolet, scored his third top 10 finish in 4 starts in 2025 with a solid 7th place effort. Kitzmiller is now unofficially 4th in the ARCA Menards Series Championship standings, and his son Isaac leads the ARCA Menards Series East standings.
Well, that's pretty cool for father and son.
It is.
Okay, now Lainey Bice in the number 2 Max Single Inc. Chevrolet finished in 8th in her ARCA Menards Series debut. She is the 52nd female driver to make at least one series start and the 30th to score at least one top 10 finish. So congratulations to Lainey on that accomplishment.
Another one we saw return to the track was Spencer Gallagher in the number 23 Allegiant Airlines Sigma Performance Series Chevrolet. He made his first series start at Kansas Speedway since winning the 2014 season finale. He ended up finishing 9th, winning the final car on the lead lap.
Ryan Vargas was in that number 67 Maples Motorsports Ford. He finished 10th in a last-minute appearance to give the Maples Motorsports team its second top 10 finish of the season. Ryan Relay drove the number 67 car to a 9th place finish at Daytona.
And I was excited to see that for Ryan Vargas, and I know he's going to be in the truck race this weekend, I believe, at North Wilkesboro as well. So we'll talk about that when we do the preview. Now, there were a total of 4 cautions for 22 laps. The average speed was 117.221 miles per hour. Queen's margin of victory was a 0.275 seconds. Again, it was a really tight battle all the way till the end.
It was. Now, the next race, get your calendars out and mark them now, for the ARCA Menards Series is the General Tire 150 at Charlotte Motor Speedway on Friday, May 23rd. Now, the race will be televised live on Fox Sports 1 and starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Complete event information, including live timing and scoring data for all on-track activity and live race audio, will be available at arcaracing.com. And up-to-the-minute updates are available by following at ARCA_racing on X, formerly known as Twitter. So they won't be racing this weekend, but look for them to be there for all of the races at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
I know on here on the ARCA Menards Series, we don't have the list of incidences that you normally go over, but Thad Moffitt was having a good run, had a problem with the car. Patrick Starpoli, don't know what kind of run he was going to have. It was solid, but had a blown motor, I guess, an oil line. I mean, just when they took the hood off, there was oil everywhere, dripping and spraying. Yeah. Unfortunate for him because I know he's got limited starts.
Yeah, I felt bad for Patrick Starapoli. He started out so well.
Yeah. It happened, 5 laps in, because the leaders show 105 laps and he was 100 laps down. I knew it was relatively early, and we really didn't get to see how strong a car he really had.
Yes. It was kind of disappointing because he was racing in that top 10 before his car kind of took a dive. Now, for the Reese's Sweet Move of the Race, you'll want to head over to arcaracing.com because Thad Moffitt took that Reese's Sweet Move of the Race, Jay.
Did he? That was one of, and I know that the burnout by Brendan Butterbean McQueen was going to be one of them that the fans could vote on. But yeah, if you saw the save that Thad Moffitt have, that certainly was, in my opinion, of even when it was the only one eligible at that point, I'm like, it's going to be tough to beat that one. I'll tell you that. So I hate to say I'm glad to see he got that, but that was the move of the race for sure.
Yes, indeed. Now, also, the ARCA East Series will be racing this weekend on May 17th. They're going to be racing out at Flat Rock Speedway starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be available on Flow Racing. If you're a subscriber, you'll be able to watch that race.
And that is one of those, especially for the ARCA Menards Series, a very historic track. I know there's an article up here about that of Max Rivas and the East Series regulars returning there to Michigan. So looking forward to that as far as the East Series.
And we'll preview that race later on this week as well. And then for the ARCA Menards Series West, Jay, their next race is May the 24th. It's the same weekend as the ARCA Menards Series race at Charlotte, but these guys are going to be racing out at Colorado National Speedway at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, it's available on Flow Racing, and subscribers will be able to watch that race.
Another one, I love that track, and I hate the fact that we no longer go to Pikes Peak in any capacity as far as NASCAR. So to have Colorado National Speedway on the schedule, at least for the ARCA Menards West Series, I like that.
All right. Anything else you want to make sure we mention with regard to the ARCA Menards Series, Jay?
Well, I know we talked about the close points battle at the top, at the very top, which is, again, you can't get any closer because it's 1 point for the first two drivers behind Brendan Queen. But you also got Andy Jakowiak. You talked about him having a good, solid run. Is only 13 back. Jason Kitzmiller in fifth is 23 back. William Sawalich with only 3 races is actually in sixth at minus 35. That tells you how strong he runs when he comes back here. And then Thad Moffitt slid back a little bit there to 56 back. Cole Raz, another one with only 3 starts, didn't run this weekend, is 60 back. And then Alex Clubb, I think, who also he got 4 starts in, is 64 back. And Patrick Starpoli, another one with only 3 starts, is your 10th place right now at 67 back. So tight battle up front. A couple of ones lurking in the grass, if you will, at minus 13, minus 23. William Sawalich, again, minus 35 and down a race. You're looking at probably those top 5 being your contenders for the championship.
Yes, with it very tight in the top 3 by just 1 point between them. So pretty exciting in the ARCA Menards Series, how it's shaping up. All right. You do want to watch for more coming soon on Fanfare Racing Radio. We are going to be also previewing the NASCAR Truck Series race and the NASCAR Cup Series race that took place out at Kansas Speedway this weekend. And there's a lot to talk about there, Jay.
There always is. Kansas does provide some great racing. We saw some hard battles. We'll talk about that here in just a few.
All right. And then, of course, we always want to say thank you to our viewers for tuning in. And I got to tell you, Jay, if someone has not seen Jan Qualkenbush's interview, they're really missing out. He's over 700 views already. So for those that may not have seen that interview yet, you definitely want to check it out.
Well, and it's gone up then because it was at 490 something last time I saw it. So yes, great interview. Greatly appreciate him, and hopefully get some more feedback and assistance to his race teams. That exposure we talked about.
Yes, indeed. All right. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see everybody in the next video.